Sometimes, without even realizing it, we do things that push the kind of men that we want away. Not because we are not good enough, not because we are too much, but because we learn certain habits or patterns, usually to protect ourselves, that can work against us when the right kind of guy shows up. High quality men are attracted to peace, self respect, and emotional safety. They want connection, they don't want confusion, they don't mind effort, but they do walk away when it starts to feel like a battle they didn't sign up for. So, if you ever felt like, why do the good ones lose interest? Or I keep attracting guys who aren't serious, but when someone's great comes along, it doesn't last. This video is for you. We are going to talk about 5 common behaviors that can push high quality men away, so you can start repeating the same patterns and start building the kind of love you truly deserve. Let's get into it. So the first behavior I see in women is coming on too strong too fast. When you meet someone that you really like, it's easy to get excited. I get it. You want to talk to them all the time, make plans, share your heart, and dream about the future. It's normal. But when things move too fast, especially in the beginning, it can make a high quality man feel like he's being pulled into something before real trust has had time to build. If he feels like you are emotionally attaching before really knowing him or expecting deep commitment way too soon, it can feel overwhelming even if he likes you. So my best advice here is date in a very intentional way. What happens is that when women get emotionally attached too soon, sometimes they do it by looking into the wrong things. They do it because they are looking the fantasy, they are looking at the good things, at the qualities that this man might show up, but that's not the real him. You need to date intentionally, looking to discover the true character of this person. So I just want to remind you that intimacy takes time, that openness and that vulnerability needs time and needs a little bit of trust to build up. You don't need to secure a relationship quickly. If it's meant to last, it will grow steadily and honestly, so everything at your own time. The second common behavior is playing games or testing him. We all been told things like don't text first, act like you don't care, make him chase you, but guess what? High quality men aren't interested in emotional games. They are not trying to pass secret tests. They are not looking for someone who keeps them guessing. That kind of things might attract attention, but not healthy attention. A grown man with good intentions wants clarity, not chaos. If you test him, make him prove himself constantly, or try to manipulate his actions with silence or drama, it won't impress him. It will turn him off. This type of guys don't have time to play games, especially if it's the type of man who is looking for a real commitment, if it's a type of man who is looking for a wife. They want someone that is showing their true character. If your true character is being like a nurturing and emotional woman, be like that. Don't try to play games to be the black cat if that's not your true character. Why? Because it's going to look fake, it's not going to be authentic. And these type of guys wants authenticity. These types of guys want to know the true character of someone. So my best advice here is be real, be warm, be honest. If you like him, show interest. If something bothers you, talk about it. So yes, just remind that healthy relationships doesn't require a strategy. It just requires maturity and clear communication. That's it. The next behavior is not believing that you are worthy of him. This one might sting a little, but hear me out. If you keep telling yourself, guys like him don't usually go for girls like me, I feel lucky he's even giving me attention. He probably wants someone that's smarter, thinner, etc. That energy comes through. even if you don't say it out loud. High quality men can sense when a woman doubts her own value. And while some men might try to reassure you for a while, eventually it becomes emotionally exhausting. Because here is the truth: if you don't believe you are worthy of being with him, he will start questioning it too. So, what you should do instead? Work on your self-worth before or while you are dating. Remind yourself that you bring value, they are worthy of love, attention, of respect, not because you are perfect, but because you are human and you have good intentions. Confidence is not about being flawless, it's about being secure in who you are and what you bring to the table. Now, next behavior: constant negativity or complaining. Let's be clear, everyone has bad days, I get it, and a healthy man will want to support you when you are down. But if your energy is always heavy, if every conversation turns into a complaint, if you are always criticizing people, or if you constantly focus on what's wrong, he will start to feel emotionally drained. Again, high quality men are looking for connection, but also for peace. They want a relationship that feels like a safe space. High quality men, really masculine guys, live most of their lives in this masculine energy, competing, achieving goals, working really hard. And the last thing that they want is come home and have to battle with their wife, have to battle with their partner just because they are constantly in this negative state of mind. So here is very important for you as a feminine woman to bring those feminine qualities into their lives. They are very attracted to feminine women because of that, because feminine women bring joy, bring nurturing, bring warmth to their lives. So if you catch yourself having this kind of attitude, always remember to make room for a little bit of joy. And if you are having a rough time, that's okay, but you can share it in a way that invites connection and you are not just talking to vent or to just make like a real bad environment. Being real and vulnerable is beautiful, so don't let negativity become your default setting. And the last one is not having a life outside the relationship. This is a big one. High quality men are usually purpose driven. They want a partner, not someone who makes them their entire world. If you drop everything for him, stop spending time with your friends, if you forget about your goals, and you center your whole identity around the relationship, it doesn't feel romantic. It feels like pressure. Healthy men are drawn to women who have a full, vibrant life because that's what creates balance, mystery, and mutual respect. In most of the cases I saw in relationships, usually it's the woman who gets more attached to the man, in a sense that women tend to isolate themselves more than men will do it. And I think it just comes from our own nature that we are very emotionally and very nurturing and we want to spend a lot of time with our partner. That's okay. But a huge mistake is when we forget that it's important to enjoy our own company and have our own goals. That doesn't mean that you have to pretend that you don't want to be with him. You can be with him in a healthy way, but you can also make time to be with yourself. So you can try to engage, for example, in new hobbies, in things that really brings you joy, things that maybe you want to learn. You also can spend time with your girls, with your family. You can go outside for walks alone, do certain activities that recharge you. So if you want a relationship with this type of man who has a lot of things going on, be very mindful that you have to have your own life, your own goals, your own relationships, because that will create a healthy polarity in a healthy relationship. So my final thoughts here is that high quality men don't want games, drama, or perfection. They are not looking for someone who never makes mistakes either. They are simply looking for someone who's self-aware, open, and constantly growing. So if you recognize any of these behaviors in yourself, that's not a reason to feel bad. It's a chance to shift and do better, a chance to build healthier patterns that support the kind of love you truly want. So that's all the video for today, girls. I hope that you really enjoyed it. You can share your thoughts and opinions down below, and if you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.